your victory is guaranteed. Now, because some of us live a lifestyle of trusting God, we are not surprised when we get the victory. We are never caught off guard when God blesses us, promotes us, sends us better, does for us the good measure, the press, the shaking, and the running. The key, in my opinion, biblically speaking, to winning and losing is found in trusting God at all times. Listen, because God will let you face some battles that he has wrapped victory. He has disguised victory in a battle. I need to break that down. I say he has disguised victory within a battle. It didn't look like when David got to the battlefield that would be the day he would be promoted, exempt from taxes, and given a wife. But see, God had disguised victory in what looked like defeat. I'm telling some of you, what you are battling, God has victory disguised. Oh, Lord, I know in that battle, there's something you gonna gain from this battle. There's something you're coming away with when the battle is over. That's the reason he ordained the battle. God had never ordained a battle for his people to lose. Listen, because I'm going to say some strong stuff today. Because biblically speaking, you can find nowhere in biblical history where God ever lost a battle. If you can show it to me, I'll change my stance. God has never lost. God has never lost. I said he has never lost. But I need to give you some news. Guess who my daddy is? Guess who my real daddy is? If God has never lost, and you are his child, his son, his daughter, why are you identifying with losing? Something that your father knows nothing about. Again, he disguises victory in defeat. There are things you'll go through when people looking at you go through it, they think you lost. He did all that talking, but look what he's going through now. Where's his God now? When Jesus hung on the cross, there were certain spectators that just knew this is the man that promised to do this, this, and this, and said this, this, and this, but now he crucified. They defeated him. But see, we know that the cross represents suffering, but it also represents victory. Because on the cross, Jesus defeated death for our sake. Come on. God has never lost a battle. Never lost a battle. And whenever you see his people losing a battle, listen, they did so because they got out of his will. And whenever you see his people losing a battle, listen, they did so because they got out of his will. And whenever you see his people losing a battle, listen, they did so because they got out of his will. Because it's never his will for you to lose. I said it's never his will for you to lose. Now you don't look at trials as losing. This is the reason James said, count it all what? Joy. When you fall into what? Various trials. When I go through trials that are ordained or permitted by God, that ain't losing. Trials are beneficial. Whoa. Trials are beneficial. Trials are beneficial. But why do so many Christians identify with losing? And most identify with losing. They form a connection with losing. Listen, when they're battling. Most of the time when you see a Christian thinking, talking, or doing wrong, they're in a battle. They're going through something. And instead of trusting God in that moment, they lean to their own understanding. And when we do, we enter into defeat. Because we start trusting in self more so than God. And then we form a connection with losing. And then when you get accustomed to losing, you look for it. You expect it. That's the reason some of you, when battles start, you get depressed. Why? Because you have made a connection with losing. When the battle is ordained for promotion, the battle is ordained for advancement. That's when you hardly ever hear a child of God when everything is wonderful identifying with losing. Oh no, man, everything going their way. They are happy, they bragging, they boasting on God, they talking about how good he is, they talking about how he'll come through, how he'll never fail. They letting other people know, look, you can count on God. Look, I'm telling you right now, always trust God. Oh yeah, see, it's wonderful for you. But see, we need that same talk. Come on, we need that same attitude even when we are in a battle. Don't change on God. See, if you're in a battle, don't change on God, because God will never change on you. He gonna be who he is. It don't matter how many folk line up against you. It don't matter what the situation may look like. If God has deemed you blessed, then you blessed. I said, then you blessed. I said, if God said about you that you blessed, man cannot curse what God has blessed. He can't do it. If man could do it, we'd be cursed this morning. We'd be down this morning. But we are what? We are up. We are triumphant. We are winners. No matter what I go through, I'm making a connection with winning. Don't matter what it look like. For we walk by, not by. When you start walking or living by sight, you making a connection with losing. Pastor, I'm just looking at how everything looked. Who told you to look at how everything was looking? Look beyond that. Look to what God has said. Think on what he has spoken to do.